So it all comes down to this, the final push for a place in MLS Cup. Seattle welcomed Minnesota to Lumen Field for the chance to be named Best of the West.
Adrian Heath has guided the Loons to the Western Conference Final for the first time in club history. Seattle remain on course for another appearance in MLS Cup.
Whilst in the Eastern Conference Final, New England headed to Columbus to face the Crew.
It is Caleb Porter's side that are heading for the Eastern Conference Final. New England Revolution will take on Columbus Crew.
We have all the action from both games, starting at Mafre Stadium.
MLS Cup is just one game away.
The conference finals kicked off in Columbus, where the highest remaining seed had lost just once all year.
Wonderfully worked by the Columbus Crew!
But visitors New England had proven to be dangerous on the road.
Cannon, and it's getting better and better for the New England Revolution. A new dawn beckons for New England.
Would it be the Crew or the Revs that booked the first spot in MLS Cup? Commentary comes from Matt Jackson and Phil Blacker.
He's one of the Crew's main men, Lucas Zelarajan. Chase on for Luis Diaz, and he'll get there comfortably with time to assess his options as well as he takes on Jones and fizzes it goalwards, forcing Matt Turner into early action.
It's a good strike. I'm just not sure whether this ball can go across early, though. I know he forces a save, but it's from a tight angle. Can that go in with your right foot? Look at Zardes. He's always going to be across that 6-yard box. You're not expecting to beat a quality goalkeeper from there. I know it's a good strike, but that's a fairly routine save.
No second chances, no second legs anymore at this stage. Nobody more experienced in dealing with such situations than Bruce Arena. 35 playoff victories in his MLS coaching career now, more than anybody else in history. Got some work to do defensively here. Harrison Affle is the furthest forward. Zardes was in the middle. Farrell trying to get to him. And Turner relieved to be able to gather it up in the end.
A little bit sloppy there, but a talk about the centre-backs. They want to defend. Kessler does brilliantly, gets some contact, gives Farrell a chance. That's really good defending.
There's Heel.
That's a fantastic ball. Great chance, this.
Buxer is going to get on the end of it. Mensah had missed it. Bo was in the middle, and he went for glory himself. So close, but not quite close enough.
See the quality of the break, though. No surprise that it's from Heel. Perfectly weighted ball, and at this point you've got a great opportunity. You've got to go across the goalkeeper the other side. Not necessarily aiming for Bo. Try and drill it in the far corner. Looks like a really good opportunity. Looks like a great shot, but hitting the outside of the post, never going to score.
This is Harrison Affle for the Crew, cutting it back. Zelarajan, time to strike one, and it's parried away by Turner. It didn't fall for Jesse Zardes either, who was lurking with intent.
Welcome to the game, Zelarajan as well, and it's a great opportunity. Might be disappointed he doesn't actually curl it outside of Matt Turner, gives him the chance to stand up and make that save. Hits it with ferocious power.
By Caldwell, cut out by Mensah. Harrison Affle will sweep it forward towards Jesse Zardes. Farrell beats them in the air, but it will break for Pedro Santos. Santos to strike one. Good effort, and again it's matched by Matt Turner's save.
Yeah, great strike. Not easy when you're hitting these on the run, but it's the bit of movement he gets that gives Turner a problem. See the strike, and it just starts to go away from Turner. The height helps it, just has to stretch an arm out at shoulder height. It's a fine hit.
Turning into a fairly frustrating first half for them. Equally, they have stopped the Revs from scoring, which neither Philadelphia nor Orlando managed to do. Big test of character, a test of fitness at this stage of the season for both of these sides. Now Buxer might open up for him, it does! And it's a fine stop. Andrew Tarbell got a really important hand to that one.
A little bit of a possibility that might have been a foul. It opens right up because Mensah's gone to ground. Just think he's got to go the other way. Drill that ball to the far post. The goalkeeper's always going to cover that near post.
The corner to come, though, for the Revolution. Carlos Hill to take. Flights it in. Big shout in there with Buxa on the floor.
Wow, he's not diving either, and he's almost picked up. It's an incredible fall that he takes. And it is actually slightly more theatrical when you see it like that. I mean, you don't often see him get picked right up. It looks ugly in slow motion, but I think that's the right decision.
So on we go, approaching the hour. Now Celeration. Might open up here for the Cruise. Artist has made the run, got the touch to it, but so did Turner. Another important save. Wasn't enough of a touch really to turn it away from the goalkeeper.
Look at his willingness to get in there, the desire. First time he gets away from Kessler, he'll feel he should score. Sees it from a long way out, just doesn't make good enough contact.
Zardis has scored in his last 3 games, now going back to decision day. That's the pick of his chances so far today. Turner conceding only the corner kick. Celeration to take. In towards Mensah. Away by Buchanan. Straight up in the air really from Harrison Affle. It's the Argentinian, the designated player, Lucas Celeration again. Will reach Mensah this time, cuts it back. Artur and in! And the Columbus crew in front. A goal of such significance in this Eastern Conference final. They've finally found a way beyond Matt Turner. And it's the Brazilian Artur who scored it.
With a fine finish. It's a lovely touch back to him. He could go hard at this ball, Artur. Could go for power. Doesn't. Makes good contact. Good awareness from the big centre-half. And very easy to get that one wrong. It's just a really fine finish.
Perfectly placed, wasn't it? And Artur has found his goal-scoring touch this season. He'd only ever scored once in his senior career before 2020. That's his 3rd goal of this season. What a time to come up with such a crucial contribution. So Celeration! Oh, it's sensational! And it's back for Luis Diaz, who was still perhaps a little stunned as it returned to him off the frame of the goal. Now the whistle's gone. But Celebration's so close to 2.
Oh, Matt Turner doesn't move at all. You don't expect it off Celebration's right foot. And as a goalkeeper, you are just willing that one past the post, because you certainly can't save it.
We're looking for Zardis. Farrell in the way. Cleared only as far as Celeration. Bounces back to Pedro Santos. And that wasn't far away. The crew closer and closer to doubling their lead.
Yeah, good strike. Santos going across goal, given every chance. Even if Turner makes that save, Zardis, you know, is going to be somewhere around that 6-yard box.
And Porter called last week the most difficult week of his coaching career, given everything that they had to deal with, the closure of the training ground, similar issues interrupting preparations for this, and still his team are, as it stands, finding a way. They stand firm here. It's in towards Buxa. The touch for Gustavo Bo. Flashed at it, can't find the finish. Hasn't really even come close to troubling the target tonight, uncharacteristically so.
That just looks terrible, doesn't it? And it's just so unlike him, almost trying too hard.
Onus on Bruce Arena. Try and fashion a way back for his side. There's Renix found by Heel. So congested in that penalty area. It will come through though for Cannon Rowe. Deflected, took the sting out of it. Tarbell is grateful to gather it up in his gloves. They have scored in 10 of their 12 away games this season, the Revs. Only 2 blanks on their travels since the loss at Atlanta in last season's playoffs. The space here for Gustavo Bo. Trying to bend one, it's blocked by Williams. There's Harrison Affle to try and clear only as far as Heel, though. Still the danger. Still the late Revolution pressure. Another chance for Bo. It just won't go in for him today. He just can't find that finish.
Oh, and he would have backed himself for both of them. I think that's probably just going wide, but this second one's a much better opportunity because he's got time. The touch is okay, and he just snatches at the right foot up. That could have been the one chance.
Time perhaps for one last attack. Buxa taking a tumble. And it will be a free kick. The 4 added minutes are up. There'll just about be time to take it.
Yeah, it's not actually an easy place to have the free kick from. Probably too far out for the direct shot. Tough to exploit this situation.
Now or never for New England, who have Matt Turner forward for this as well. Their last chance. In by Carlos Hill. Tarbell's come a long way, hasn't got there, and is very, very grateful. to gather it up in the end. It is the last kick of the contest. It's Columbus Crew through to MLS Cup for the first time since 2015. And they will contest the cup here at Marfray Stadium on Saturday. Scenes of celebration in the stands. They are one game from ultimate glory. They are champions, though, of the Eastern Conference. There won't be a sixth MLS Cup final for the New England Revolution. There won't be a sixth MLS Cup success this season anyway. A full-time score at Marfray Stadium of the Columbus Crew 1, the New England Revolution 0. Quite some moment for the Columbus Crew, champions of the Eastern Conference in 2020, and on their way to MLS Cup for the first time in 5 years. A hard-earned victory today, and over the course of this most irregular of MLS seasons, they will be the representatives from this conference in the big one, which will be back here. Those fans dreaming of further silverware and success.
I don't think anybody can look at our team and say we don't play good football. You know, we're fun to watch, we're exciting, we keep the ball, we pass, we create chances, we're aggressive, we press, and, you know, credit goes to the players. And we're now in a final, and we're going to have a very good performance to win that game, because we're going to be playing an extremely good team.
On the day, Columbus was the better team, I think. I think they deserve to win the game. Give them credit for the goal they created, you know, just better at anticipating plays than we were. And they did a good job paying attention to Carlos and Tejan, and they neutralized us in those positions.
It's a great group here. You know, I'm on board for the long haul, and, you know, we're going to hope to win this year, but we're going to keep trying to win every single year. We want to build a culture of winning year after year after year and contending for trophies.
USA.
The Sounders had floored all in their path in the playoffs.
Cleanly executed by the reigning MLS Cup champions.
3 games in a row now, 2 to go. Let's keep going.
But enter new challengers, Minnesota United.
Kevin Molino has done it again.
You win.
Could the Loons land the knockout blow?
Fight.
Watching this one, Adam Virgo and Dan Roebuck.
Gregush to the right-hand side. Metanier coming forward. Bit of an opportunity here, potentially. It's just stabbed away as Robin Lurd got something on it. Quickest to react inside the Sounders' 6-yard box.
Just how they capitalise on these periods of play. Angle's already working against their Lurd, but Fry comes out and makes the save.
Knocked out last season in the qualifying round by the LA Galaxy at home. AD Heath's side. It's the deepest that they've gone into the postseason schedule. Wonderful diagonal ball for Morris to chase onto. Rui Diaz wants it. Jones coming forward. So is Ladero. This is Jordan Morris. Now it's with Nuhutolo. Stands it up far post. Jones can't get there. Gasper to clear away. Ladero has it again. This is Gianpaolo on his left side, then he's right. Ozzy Alonso does just about enough. Ladero hopes to win it back. This is Gianpaolo with a shot. Straight down the throat of Dane Sinclair. Best chance of the game so far.
Well, great counter-attacking play there. Great awareness from Ladero to put Morris in there. But what a chance that was for Gianpaolo. Just stick your laces through it. Strike the ball as hard as you can. I think he was certainly in two minds whether to place it or go for power.
Free kick to Minnesota. Gregush and Reynoso standing over this one. Who's it going to be? It is Reynoso. Oh, what a strike! That is simply sensational. Adrian Heathside lead at Lumen Field. Stephen Fry beaten. And Minnesota United break through the Sounders barrier.
It's an exquisite free kick. Shane O'Neill has to jump there. Fry tries his best to get across his line and make the save. It's a quality free kick from him.
Molino, good-looking ball through here. Big opportunity for another. Finley unable to take it. Fry got his angles right.
just lacking that tiny bit of pace there. But great awareness there from Molino to put him through.
Space may be here for Christian Roldan. Jordan Morris, familiar gait as he gets forward over on that left-hand side. It's still Jordan Morris. Looks to try and just dink it back, I think, towards Rui Diaz, but staying with his man expertly, Hassani Dotson. 2 minutes of added on time. Ladero, near post again. Morris will flick it on. Rui Diaz over the crossbar. Came at an awkward height, but you still expect him to get the shot on target.
Yeah, just snatched at the chance there. Just one of those snap chances that maybe looks easier than what it was.
Rui Diaz looking to get forwards here. Rui Diaz with a shot! Brilliant! And Rui Diaz punishes Minnesota, and we're level at 1-1.
Just looking for the foul on Boxall. Is there a slight push in his back? I think there is.
It will be looked at, of course. This is what Ismail El-Fouth is looking at. Goal has been taken away from Raul Rui Diaz. Just a nudge. The Sounders enjoying plenty of the possession, but can they find a way through? This is Morris, shifts it onto his left side. Oh, and he's hit the woodwork. Wonderful strike. Nuhutolo to centre back in, Casper away. He's rolled down with a shot, and he's blocked once more. And the Loons get a little lucky as they look to clear.
That was great play there. He just picks up position just inside Gaspar there. Just strikes it brilliantly. Sinclair just stands there, sees it, hits the post. So unlucky.
6 goals in the playoffs for Jordan Morris. Had a year out, of course, because of that ACL in 2018. United States international, comeback player of the year last year. Reynoso to deliver meanwhile, and the header finds the corner. Brilliantly diverted home. Dibasi rose above everybody else to glance in. And just seconds after Seattle struck the woodwork at one end, it's Minnesota that double their lead.
I have to say, Reynoso there puts in an absolutely brilliant ball there. Got a great header against Sporting KC, and now he's got another important header for his side.
Brewing on for João Paulo. Well, that is an attacking move. Gomez. 66% possession in this second half for the Sounders. What can they do with it? Rui Diaz with a shot. Brew with a hit. Finds the corner. Instant impact. Seattle have a goal back here. And it's game on once again at Lumen Field.
Well, this is going to be an interesting 15 minutes now. Bruins the first one to react there. Snaps at the chance. And leaves Sinclair without any chance of keeping that one out. Then the substitute there has made a massive impact to give his side a real lifeline now.
Rui Diaz, Dibasi with a missed kick. This is Roldan, Rui Diaz, Ozzy Alonso. Such an important touch. Oh, now then, there's a decision. 2 players down, just inside the area, was it? Well, Seattle play on for now. Svensson might knock it out of play. Gasper's gone down clutching the calf. Roldan is writhing in agony.
Well, my first reaction was that Chase Gaspar actually got the ball first. I mean, this will certainly tell you whether it's going to be a penalty or not. I think he's in trouble now.
Oh, my word. He's kicked through the player to get to the ball there. Ismail El-Fouth has not been asked to take a look at it again. Rolled down again. Curled in, flicked on. Morris will take a touch, and eventually it's shot by Svensson. I thought the offside flag was going to go up. It hasn't.
He's done well again there, Jordan Morris, just to pluck the ball out with real quality there to set the shot up.
Ladero, outswinger, glanced on, Rui Diaz! as the clock ticks to 89. A rocket from Raul Ruiz levels up the score at Lumen Field. The Sounders ain't done yet.
Well, 89 minutes on the clock, one chance left. Who do you want that to fall to? It's Raul Ruiz. That's why you're the best in the business, because in these situations, in the moments, you have the composure, you have the quality. It's an absolute massive goal that you have to say has been coming.
Sounders look to keep the pressure on here. Nodded back by Bruin. Nadero with a shot. Morris will knock it right to Ruiz Diaz! Oh, it's the outside of the post! Takes a wicked deflection. Minnesota defense all over the place at the moment. Can Seattle capitalize as the seconds tick away? Positioning all over the place. Seattle running them absolutely ragged at the moment. In it comes again. Morris inside the area. Twist and turn. And eventually Dibasi in the way. Ladero in swinger. Gladstein! Unbelievable! Svensson finds the corner in the 4th minute of added on time. From 2 down to 3-2 up. Brian Schmetzer has done it again with his Sounders side, who do not know when they've been in MLS Cup, and surely they are through to the final once again.
Well, what an incredible end to an incredible game here. The Sounders have just been pressing and pressing and pressing. Thumbs up to the manager, I must say. He has made these substitutions that have made an absolutely massive difference to his side. Dibasi, who's solid in the air, just gets beaten. And it's heartache for Minnesota United, but it's certainly joy for the Sounders.
It is Seattle Sounders that are the Western Conference champions once again. This Sounders side are special, and they've managed to grab victory here from the jaws of defeat. Full time, Seattle Sounders 3, Minnesota United 2. Seattle Sounders, Western Conference champions 2020, and thoroughly deserved.
In our Sounders history, this is going to go down as one of the best games ever. I'm just telling you. Now, look, the final last year, we won a final. We won an MLS Cup. But this has to rank right up there. I mean, this was a great win.
I can't fault the guys for their effort. What they've done this year has been remarkable, because I know what we've been through internally. And football's a cruel game. You know, we've all been on the receiving end of that at some stage, and we've been on the side where it's you who gets the goal. So, you know, hats off to them. They always seem to find a way. You know, it's in their DNA here. And congratulations to them.
It was those guys in the locker room. Never say quit. We're not going to quit. This game is not over. We have a chance to win this at 2-2 with 30 seconds to go on the clock. We're going to make this happen. That's their mentality. And that's what I so appreciate about this team.
Confirmation then that Seattle are the Western Conference champions thanks to that win over Minnesota. The Sounders will travel to Mapfre Stadium to take on Caleb Porter's Columbus Crew on Saturday the 12th of December to battle it out in the season showpiece, MLS Cup. We leave you with the best of the West and the kings of the East.
Mensah cuts it back, Artur ran in, and the Columbus Crew in front. And it's the Brazilian Artur who scored it.
Here's Reynoso. Oh, what a strike! Minnesota double their lead. Well, what do Sounders do now? Through with a hit, finds the corner. Ruiz Diaz! Gladstein! Unbelievable! From 2 down to 3-2 up.
Quite some moment for the Columbus Crew, champions of the Eastern Conference.
Seattle Sounders, Western Conference champions 2020.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.